All right, y'all, here's the big question. So is Will Smith the GOAT entertainer? And for those who don't know, greatest of all time.
I'd have to. He might be up there, but he's not the greatest because he still has competition. He still has other people that could fill that void if he were to step away. Jamie Foxx, just off the top of my head, Jamie Foxx is an actor, singer. He's he can play instruments. I'm not sure if he's a producer, but I mean, like, he's founded. If you listen to any R&B singer, anybody in the music industry, everyone says, listen, one of my first big breaks, I met this person at Jamie Foxx's party, at Jamie Foxx's house. If you listen to Tank, yes, Genuine is his guy, but Tank was singing with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx helped. Like, listen, I don't think you could get any better than Jamie Foxx. He pays everything.
I think Will's good at what he does, but he doesn't do that many other things outside of what he does to be the greatest of all time. Entertainer. I haven't seen him dance a day in my life. Jamie Foxx dances? Well, he does more than act. So entertainment is a wide thing. You know, I'm like, what else do you do? Do you paint?
Okay. I could tell you why. If you look at, if we talk about credibility, you would still have to give him, he still worked with DJ Jazzy Jeff. DJ Jazzy Jeff is actually the pioneer of the Transformer sound of DJing. Like, he pioneered a sound in DJing, in the aspect of DJing. So that was one. Two, I would still say, if you put, Will Smith probably showed, he had a clean career. If you look at his career, there wasn't much cursing. If you look at it, didn't do much raunchiness. I think the biggest thing in his career we could think about was that maybe people would go, oh my God, is like his first, no. I would say the first music he did was 6 Degrees of Separation, when he played a gay man. Other than that, nothing else really is like too far-fetched or like out of there. I mean, you know, like Wild Wild West was kind of crazy, but you know, wasn't the best movie, but.
All right, this is a great debate, but I do want to circle back a little bit, right? Because we also know that GOAT conversations are somewhat subjective, but there are measurables that we can go off of, right? So when we think about music, Will Smith, I believe he won the first Grammy for rap, right, in that category. When you think about the box office when it comes to film, I believe he had the most consecutive $100 million grossing films that ever were. Every film he did before 7 Pounds grossed over 100 million, right? And then when we think about TV shows, he had arguably one of the best TV shows of all time. So when you think about the GOAT, when you break it down categorically and the numbers back it up, do you still feel like he's not the GOAT entertainer?
Yes.
What? Straight like that. Why?
The reason I'm gonna say why, right? Is because if we're going to just leave it up to awards that you win,
bring it in. Let's go.
If you're just gonna leave it up to the awards that you win, then we also need to take into consideration, well, who's voting for these awards?
Exactly.
So when you look at who's voting for these awards and who's in turn for these awards, and then you look at the type of career Jamie Foxx had, he really appeased mostly white America. Now, of course, black people, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like, we love Will Smith still, absolutely. But at the same time, that's like he had a very clean, and when I say clean, I just mean like whether it was his jokes, whether he was acting, anything he was in, he didn't really appease to what we would look at as like a traditional black type of thing, except for, again, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everything else, it was really appeasing to a white America. So if you look at Jamie Foxx, kind of somewhat of the same thing. Jamie Foxx, America's football team, the Cowboys. Jamie Foxx is from Texas. Jamie Foxx was adopted. He's raised by white people. So, I mean, they have the similarities.
You know a lot
there.
of Jamie Foxx info.
I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know none of that.
People rate Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as the top show. Mine was Martin. So I feel like if we're gonna look at the numbers, you still have to put in the feeling and the impact that was left on the people watching the show. I can quote way more Martin than Fresh Prince, and I grew up with Fresh Prince. A lot of the Martin were reruns for me. So
I think like everybody can be a GOAT in their own way.
No.
No, let me finish my point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get like the GOAT of all time, but I feel like Will Smith is a GOAT in his own essence. And I feel like everybody can be a GOAT in their own essence. I can see Jamie Foxx as a GOAT in his own essence. I can see Will Smith. I can see Beyonce. I can see Michael Jackson. I can see Chris Brown. Like,
we all win.
I just kind of get annoyed that like the whole GOAT thing has to be the only person. Like, yeah, cool, but like if you want to keep it a buck, like, Will Smith is the GOAT when it comes to film and grossing top numbers. But I feel like an all-around, when you say entertainer, I think you can do all three.
Yeah.
You can do all three of them. You can sing, you can dance, you can act, and you can make me laugh. Like you can do, that's 4.
I'm about to say.
There's only one first place. Only one person can win first place, and then you get second
I'm
and
just
third.
saying my point, y'all. I feel like everybody can be a GOAT in their own essence.
So you like participation trophies? That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle with this whole idea of like metrics being the thing that makes us assess when somebody greatness, because that still feels very, I understand it's also rooted in like facts and science, but it feels kind of capitalistically, you know, like it feels very kind of like capitalist to assume that just because something is making more money means that it's better than something that had a deep impression on a culture and a people. And I think that that capitalist framework, you know, we all know how capitalism has its roots in racist ideologies as well. So like, I struggle with this whole idea because this case with Will Smith it's an interesting one. But we've all heard of people who are like, oh, this person's a terrible artist, or this person has a negative impact on the community, and someone's like, but he making money though, right? Like that's, and I'd be like, shut up! Like I hate that response that it just because you are grossing numbers that somehow you deserve to be in the top rank of people who are actually having like deep emotional, artistic impact on the lives of other people. And as an entertainer, you do have a certain level of artistic integrity that you must uphold. Like you do have to have an impression on people's hearts. And not to say that Will Smith doesn't, but I'm just saying that if we're gonna let his numbers be the reason that solidifies him in that top spot, I have a hard time accepting that.
So my argument to pick Jamie Foxx over Will Smith, if you just look at just the career, the things that he's done, right? You have the sitcom, you have the Jamie Foxx show. If you taking away numbers and just thinking about the feeling and the impact that was left in the community, you have the Jamie Foxx show. We are people's number one show when it comes to talking about sitcom. And then the next thing, I mean, the music career, Blame It on Alcohol, Gold Digger. I'm gonna
Unpredictable.
Right, I'm just saying, like, he has with the what was the song? Slow Jam. I was gonna say the song with Twisted. Like, he has songs, not just good charting songs, but songs with artists that are people's favorite artists as well. And then you go into the Oscar that he won for Ray, and then the other roles that he's played after that. I mean, listen. Jamie Foxx, thinking about Jamie Foxx versus Will Smith is kind of like looking at like AI versus somebody who actually has the ring. In the hood, if you ask people who's your favorite player, a lot of people are gonna say AI. But AI just doesn't have the ring or whatever it is to go with it. Kind of like a Charles Barkley. People feel, Charles Barkley deserves a ring. He never got it. You get what I'm saying? But then you look at Michael Jordan, you look at somebody else. Those are people's favorite, but they also have the accolades to back that up as well. So.
Isn't he in Marvel movies? And didn't he win an Oscar over Will Smith? Oh. Jamie.
I'm just
like,
I don't know if you
or before.
I don't know about the Marvel.
Before him.
He
like
he
won that
right?
years
I guess
ago.
I did hear that he found Ed Sheeran. He discovered Ed Sheeran.
He discovers a lot of
y'all are making
people.
my point for me at this point. I feel like we do have to throw Chris Brown in there. You have to put Chris Brown in there because Chris Brown, if we're talking about entertainment, Chris Brown can literally do graffiti. Chris Brown produces his own songs. He produces his own tours, the stage for the tours. He dances, he acts, he raps, he sings. I mean,
He could do everything.
Name an artist better
I hear
than
you,
Chris
but if
Brown.
you proposed to put him on a Mount Rushmore in real life, they would scrap the whole
of
project.
entertainment and a runner-up maybe.
And let's bring that into the next conversation. We're gonna go a little deeper, y'all.
You know
right?
who, if their career
I was wrapping it up.
I was. You right. I was saying, if this person practiced, if they started early and if they continue with their career.
It's a lot of ifs in there.
I know, that's why I wasn't good with it. Maybe I'm gonna. I'm gonna grab my coat as I say this because I feel like you guys are gonna persecute me. There's too much pressure. I was gonna say Tiana Taylor. She's very multi-talented.
I love me some Tiana Taylor though. No, don't do a hold up. You sit down. Y'all sit down. I like that. Y'all sit down because she's right. She is right.
I love her.
She is
but
right.
No.
What?
Tiana
Taylor.
She's multi-talented. She sings.
Tiana
she
Taylor
dances,
has been at-
She models.
Tiana Taylor has been at this since she was.
Name one Tiana Taylor song right now.
Are you kidding me?